That's working, supposedly. Well, it's really dark in here.
All right. So we got like 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3 things. But where's... Oh. Why? What? No!
No?
Don't get my PIN number out over there. Why is it so dark? Is it really this dark?
Yes, you turned the lights out.
I didn't... But...
You got a headache. It's okay. We can deal with it.
I know I do. I just... Log on! Log on faster!
You got voice command on there now.
Yes.
That's quite an update.
It is an update. I think you have to push a button for Siri first to do that, but...
I think if you just scream, like...
Yeah.
Roar to the mic,
that's
the command for go faster.
Yeah, and I have no idea if we're actually on anything else, because I'm not even looking. Verifying application. This may take a few moments. Huh. Likely story.
We'll just...
Logging in. Yes, thank you for confusing.
We'll just wait for you to log in. Thank you, computer, for,
Thank you for logging in. Why does it say that? Because it doesn't care. View coherence. It's called coherence.
You see, Apple just gives you a false sense of security that everything's going to work. Whereas with Windows, I expect this every week. I'm prepared for this.
See, that's where my problem is.
You need to be prepared for everything.
Okay, so if I start to stream, well, make me log into Facebook, though. That's the question. I don't even know what the hell that was. As a Windows,
I don't even know.
As a Windows sound.
I don't. Was that me?
I see my picture on the thing, which is good.
Okay.
Well,
that is good.
It's worth. Nobody's in there. Shocker. Okay, so
the shocker?
No, the shockers aren't back. Where the fuck are the shockers at? Okay, so I'm starting this. Oh no, I don't restart the start. Okay, hang on.
Don't restart the start.
I about restarted the start. Okay, so that's working. Current titled track, the Dune and Bob Show. I think this might be working.
I know that show.
I think if I was to hit this, maybe it'll work. We'll see. Tune in, find out.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
Following program is supposed to piss me off.
Welcome, human. I am ready for you.
We show onboard computer synchronization.
Roger that.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Let's rock! Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one.
That's the fact, Jack!
Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Is this moron number 1? Put moron number 2 on the phone.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
I know that, dude.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Sure, monkeys might fly out of my butt.
Uh-oh, my heart just stopped. Ah, there it goes.
Here goes nothing. I think that works.
Hey, you missed me?
What you matter with you, boy? Dun, 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 dun.
I figured, they missed us. So.
They did miss us.
Yeah.
Who is this hauling ass?
Well,
you would almost think that was illegal.
No. I never thought about that.
That's true. So I should make sure.
So we're not gonna introduce a show or anything.
No. This is the pissed off what the fuck show. Wow, I just said that.
Oh, you should have heard him earlier.
I should have heard that. This is Dune and Bob Show NHB. It's October the 1st.
Fuck
of the 2017 Go F Yourself show. That's what this is.
I hope neighbors don't hear me.
No, my wife's overseeing the kids.
I hope my neighbors don't hear
Oh,
me.
your neighbors. Oh, we might disturb Johnny's neighbors. We can have that. That would be just terrible.
Well, they're trying. They're trying.
Oh, they are trying. Okay.
Yeah. Because earlier today I was taking a nice little nap on the couch,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Couch
was awoken. I was awoken to the sounds of footsteps coming up the stairs, and at the kids, "Hey, be quiet! Oh, yeah, we got neighbors here." And I'm
Yeah. Does it help to yell?
Yeah, that was.
Be quiet. The neighbors might be sleeping. You're yelling that. So that's like a twofold thing. It makes you feel happy that they care.
Yeah.
But now you've been called out. Now you're the asshole neighbor that we can't have any fun because he's always sleeping.
I don't know if they heard something or if they just suddenly gained manners overnight. I'm not sure. I've not been around all week, so I don't know what's been going on while I've been gone. But not well. The thing is that you always hear people coming up the stairs. It's like, I don't talk up the stairs all you want to. I'm going to hear your footsteps anyways. Just maybe cut down on the jumping jacks.
Or talk or say something that sounds fun.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's
we can
okay.
do that. We can do fun.
Speaking of fun, we got beers.
Sort of. You've got a beer. I've got water. You know what? I realize what I've got. I got beer-infused water. Or did you already coin that?
I call it a beer spritzer.
A beer spritzer. Yeah, I actually... You know what? I just realized something too. The music sounds funny. Your voice sounds fine, but the music is like it's really gated and mushy.
Is it?
Do you have yours set on studio?
Oh, probably not. I figured I would do my part to mess with you.
Yeah, you're doing it. Thank you. Okay.
That better?
That's better.
Good.
Okay,
because we're at the end of the song.
Now you can. There you go. So anyway, I'm going to get my beer infused. No, the beer infused water thing was my fault because I was reading Facebook, and of course, they got Facebook ads that pop up and say, "Hey, check this out. You could have this."
Beer infused water.
Well, no, it's actually it's a infuser of like fruit into water is what it is.
Oh, and so you could buy one of those and then put beer in it.
Now that you mentioned that, I wasn't before.
So did you buy this infuser?
I bought 2 of these things.
You bought did they put I in front of it?
No, they didn't. But
wow.
Anyway, you put like orange and stuff or lemon. You put lemons in it or whatever.
You put an orange in there.
Orange, fucker. Is this what it's going to be? Is what today's going to be? For the people that don't know, I might as well go ahead and bring you up to speed. I had a headache.
Yeah.
Wasn't feeling good. I laid down, woke up,
Mm-hmm.
shit was broke. I think it's working. I wanted some infused water. No. Doesn't have eye water in front of it.
Well, I just know your buying habits,
That's
and
true.
I know if I want to buy something.
Where the fuck is Warhawk at? He should be here.
He should be here.
I don't have my phone to call him.
Because I should make a thing and just call it the I thing, and then just advertise it on Dune's computer.
There's Warhawk. Thank you. Can you hear me? Obviously, you can hear me. You hear an echo. How awesome.
Yeah, that. Oh, just say it, Dune.
He hears a fucking echo. Great. What did I? Oh, I know why. I know why you hear an echo. I know why. Because I'm a dumbass.
Because he.
No. That's right. No, that's. So this is system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the.
Yeah, this is the show. There.
The show.
There. Did that work?
So
can you tell me?
How was your week?
He said, "There we go." I think that worked. Well, it was okay.
It was okay. Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I had a good week. I didn't travel this week like Johnny did.
Yeah. I was in Florida.
I should drink my beer. You were in Florida drinking orange juice.
Orange juice.
Orange juice.
Well,
do they have that in Florida? Is it like a big thing? I mean, when you fly, you get off the plane, they go, "Hey, welcome to Florida. Here's an orange."
No,
they don't do that. It doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. No, well, there were oranges in the carpet pattern at the Orange County Conference Center.
Or is it, welcome to Florida, your bags might have arrived?
Well, I always do carry on.
I don't. I don't. I like to roll the die. You know what it is?
You like to gamble.
No. See, did you have a flight?
Yeah.
Or did you have multiple flights?
A flight.
See, most out when we fly out of Wichita, it's flights, and sometimes, man, when the planes are so teeny tiny, it's just such a pain
you always gotta go through Atlanta, even when you're flying to California.
Yeah, that or like when I came home. I came home from where in the hell did I go? Where was I? Where was
California?
Dune? No, I wasn't in California. I'm going to California.
Oh, you weren't there yet.
No. I was in
Pennsylvania.
See, Johnny knows where I was. I have nowhere to. But yeah, I had to fly from Wichita to Detroit. And then not from Wichita to Detroit. From Pennsylvania to Detroit, then Detroit to Atlanta, then Atlanta home.
Wow.
So yeah,
that is
lucky me.
Who booked your flights?
Yeah. We won't talk about that.
Did you book that?
No, I did not.
See, you did not book that.
I did not book that. I tried to change that and was told by the nice lady who will remain nameless because I want my job to stay that it would cost extra for me to fly straight to Atlanta.
Yeah. How much extra?
She claims $800.
I find that hard to believe.
I do too, but she can also make my life miserable. So,
well, how is that different from now? She's already made your life miserable.
She has. No, here's the deal. I don't. I'm benefit of the doubt. I kind of was told by my superior that it was kind of my fault. I should have nipped that in the bud before I left. And so I take responsibility for that. So
you see, in our company, we have a system that we log into and book our own flights through.
Well, we have a person that does that, and we have the option. And actually, this one I did have to call direct because this person was actually on vacation. So, like I said, here was the thing. I was more concerned. I was more concerned about getting to this place at said time,
right,
and then not leaving on Saturday. That was my concern. And I wanted to have so much of a Friday to work.
Right.
But I didn't want to have to leave on Saturday. Well, then come to find out that I was told, then you should have just left earlier. I'm like, I didn't realize it was an option. So live and learn. Yes.
Yeah.
Regardless, it was a good trip. It was a very good trip. It was nice to see the dealing with the planes suck. I'll say like I always have when it comes to, I think I rarely want the government to put their medals into, private business, but I think if I could have one thing other than term limits, if I could have two things, there we go, term limits, and I could have that where you board the plane, there has to be a set of seats, 4 of them sitting out where people sit to get on the plane. They have to be there. They should be those seats should be there. This is what you're going to sit in. Not these things that are 10 feet wide that you're in now in the waiting area. No, you're going to be in this. This is what you're going to sit in. That's what I think they should.
You want to be uncomfortable for longer.
No. I don't want to force people to sit in them all the time. I just want them to be there so they can be prepared.
Oh, you want people to be prepared.
I want them to go up and practice. I would say, sit down, practice where you sit down, and then the person comes to sit down and you help them with their seatbelt or whatever. Just you should be prepared. This is what you're going to sit in.
You think some people are not well prepared?
Yes.
For sitting in an airplane.
Yes.
Because I got this shit down. I walk. I get to my seat.
Am I yelling, by the way?
No.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't yell. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. No. Because my whole trip started like that. Did I even talk about... Have I even discussed this with you? Have we talked about the Pennsylvania flight?
I don't think we talked about the Pennsylvania flight.
I don't think we did.
I mean, because, everyone's got to put their bag in the overhead because they're trying to save $25. Including me, but I got it down. I look up ahead while I'm slowly making my way to the seat because everyone else is moving slow, and so I'm picking out my spot and my backup spot for my bag, so I can without breaking stride.
First one you hit, you put in, right? That's right.
Well,
I want you. Somebody just came in the room, and what he just heard was the first one you hit, you put it in. That's all he heard.
Yeah, that's how
that's
I roll,
all
baby.
he heard.
That's how I roll.
He has no idea what we're talking about. But he went to a wedding last night. So
speaking about hanging, and speaking of picking up chicks at the club.
Yes. Yeah, there we go. That's the first one you hit. Put it in. That was worse. That wasn't better. Hey, it's got the radio. Hits people and then puts it in, man. Come on. No. That's why it's dark. I got a headache. Leave me alone. No, so the whole flight thing. My flight left at 6:00 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So
what time did you wake up?
Well, here's the thing. I'm a prepared dude.
Right.
I'm like I get my shit prepared. I'm ready to go. I leave early. I'm even on what I thought was the pre-check list. I have the pre-check thing.
The TSA pre-check?
TSA pre-check. So I can...
you keep your shoes on.
Yeah, well, and I take the laptop out and all that bullshit.
And just walk through the metal detector.
And just walk right on through. Fuck you, go on. You don't say that.
No.
You don't turn to the guy and say F you. Why did that ever come out? Why did I say that? They're nice people.
I say, why, hello there, nice
person.
Nice person.
Yeah.
If you ever need a scaffolding,
I'm your man. That's right. Yeah. That's right. If you need something to climb on, I'm your man. That didn't work either. Son of a bitch.
I didn't even set you up for that one.
You didn't?
That was all Dune.
So anyway, I blame AJ or somebody. So anyway, I get to the airport. It's 4:45, almost. It's like 10 minutes before 5. I'm so early, it's ridiculous. This is Wichita. This isn't like the Atlanta hub.
No, I mean, they say
an hour early.
Yeah.
So I get there. I walk up. I'm like, oh, fuck. There's a huge line at the Delta counters. Big line, like 20, 30 people. I'm like, oh wow, this sucks. But still, it's not a problem. I'm gonna just zip on through. So I go up there, check my shit. Or I go up there, I got my thing to check my bag. I'm like, hey, my pre-check's not on my stub here.
How did that happen?
Yeah, so I go up there. I'll walk up to the counter to give him my bag, and I say, lady, my TSA pre-check thing's on here. She goes, well, let me look at that. She looks. She goes, I don't know. You didn't get it this time. What? So no.
Dude had to take his shoes off.
And why'd this happen? I don't know. I said, oh, great. Oh, this is marvelous. This is what I need to have. I'm still not worried though, because it's still a small airport, and in some places, if you have the pre-check thing, it doesn't even matter because there's as many people in that as there is the other one, so it's no big deal. Not this time. I get up to go through security. There's 100 and some. There's 100 and some. I mean, it's packed.
The whole town of Wichita came.
Everybody in Wichita's flying out at 6 a.m. Almost except me. TSA pre-check line? Not a fucking person. Not one. My line that I'm supposed to be in is empty. I'm like a sucker. I'm going through the son of a kicking my shoes off. I'm getting really God, I was so mad. And now I'm starting to get worried because this shit's going slow, dude. I'm looking at my watch, and of course I got an Apple Watch that likes to say, "Ding! Your plane is now boarding." Fuck! I just did that, didn't I? God.
Is Mrs. Dune home today?
No, she's not.
Oh.
I think she is. If you see a head pop in behind me, you'll know what's going on. But
you don't know if she's there today
no,
or not.
I don't know. Well, she's seeing the grandkids. I don't know if she's back yet. So I'm just like, this. Oh my God. But I got to roll back the clocks just a little bit, and then we'll get to Johnny's story. So while like the 30 people on the counter, what started this whole thing is there's 3 people working. There's 3 people there that are taking information. There's one who's obviously a brand new girl. She's doing the best she can, but she's having to make lots of phone calls because she's obviously brand new. Dude in the middle, he's been there a while, has his shit together. He's putting people through. On the right side is dude number 3. Dude number 3 is helping 2 dudes that aren't from around here. And he's trying to help them to pack their shit up to take on whatever plane they're getting on out of here, which happens to be toasters, mixers, all kinds of stuff. So they're taping, they're wrapping, they're putting in bags, they're doing all this shit. Nobody's understanding a word anybody's saying. And I'm not worried about this at the moment. I'm going, so this is going.
Did you somehow step into the post office by accident?
I might have. And I'm just going like, and part of me is going like, I mean, there's arguments going back and forth about this, and I'm going like, wait a minute, those guys got here somehow. They didn't walk. They were on a plane somewhere and got here. You know why you go to Wichita to go buy your mixer and shit. Hey, that's up. Whatever. Dude. You do you. I do me. That doesn't sound bad.
Who travels with a mixer?
I don't know. They were buying this stuff. They're having to wrap this shit up and then well, they might let you put this in here. You got to check this and so this whole thing, the whole time I'm, going through the line, this is going on.
A question is coming to me. What was this going on an international flight?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't know that at the time. Didn't know that at the time. Hey, it gets better, Johnny.
Okay.
So they're there when I got there. They were there when I left. So I'm up there. I'm freaking out. I'm cussing. I'm pacing, going through the cattle pens. I finally get through, and I'm like, man, I'm serious that they're on the last call now for the freaking plane. I'm like, oh
Dune,
my God. Yeah,
we're really looking for you now.
Yeah, that's like, there's a good dude named Dune. Where is he?
We got a guy smiling at us, hoping you don't show up because he's going to take your seat.
Because he's going to get both seats, and there goes the fucking camera. And okay, it's back. Whew, oh, yeah, mother, don't you. So anyway, I get up there, I get on the plane. I'm on the plane, I'm sitting there. Come to find out, there was a lot of people around me that were waiting to get on that plane too. Yeah. So now the plane is late.
Now, through the course of this, how many times did your Apple Watch let you know that Johnny tweeted something that pissed you off?
Several times. Not that morning. That was later. That comes later. Oh. But so okay. So it gets better. I'm towards the front of the plane. I'm sit down. Oh, fuck. I'm here. Oh God. Great. Okay. Chill. Here comes 2 dudes that were down there with the mixers and the bullshit past me.
Oh boy, you get to hang out with them.
They come past me. I'm going like, carrying just armloads of shit.
You're a dumbass.
Yes.
You're a dumbass.
Oh, so I'm thinking, okay, fuckers, as they go by. Of course, I don't say that because I don't want to be the next guy on the cell phone video getting the shit beat out of him by the TSA people drug off the plane. So I'm quiet. Hey, Dune's good. I'm in my seat, got my ticket. And I'm thinking, man, this plane's going to be a little late getting out of here. Next thing you know, there's like a ruckus behind me. You can't see because you can't, you really can't turn around.
What do you mean
look.
I can't bring a blender onto the plane and make mixed drinks for my seat?
There's something going on not too far behind me. I can hear it, and I can hear a lady yelling, and I'm going, wow. So my first instinct is to look. Second instinct, maybe I should get my phone out so I can record this. No, because that's what people do, right? No,
right.
So
yeah.
I finally get enough to turn around and look. Those two guys.
We know what they are.
Those 2 guys decided, hey, here's 2 seats. We like these seats because they got extra room because it's an exit road. We're just going to sit here.
So they got on your plane and just picked any seats they wanted to.
Picked the seats they wanted to sit, sat their happy asses down, and now it's on.
So
now the people that paid extra for those seats are there wanting to get in their seats, and these two guys don't want to give them up.
They don't understand how this works.
No, because I guess they walked here. They did not. They walked to wherever. I scared AJ. He left.
So they walked on the plane, sat down where they wanted to, and then it's like, hey, we got here first. What do you mean?
Right.
You want these seats?
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, we were here first. We made the plane late, but we're here first. And what got me is like, oh, so regardless. Now there's several attendants that are over there going like, you. And there was, and I don't know if they were using their phones for the little thing or if they had a piece. I always use a piece of paper. I have the thing on my phone, the boarding pass, but I always take a piece of paper with me. Yeah. Just, I don't know. I feel better holding that piece of paper in my hand.
Well, yeah. If your phone battery dies,
I have
it. You're.
So anyway, they get Huey and Louie in the right frickin' seats finally, and the plane takes off. And then after that, it was pretty normal. But that was my flight out. But those two, I mean, these, oh God.
And that was your first of how many flights out?
I haven't been, well, that's, yeah, it's been a while since I've had to fly, and that was disturbing. So, but I got on the plane. That was the biggest thing, because I'm sitting there the whole time I'm in line through the TSA line going, I miss my flight. I'm going to miss my flight. All I can think about is my phone. I don't want to make this phone call.
I
do not want to have to call. I do not want to have to call my boss. I missed the flight.
I'm still hung up on they bought mixers and what, appliances?
Yes! Yes!
And then they're like, how do we get this on the plane?
Yes, how do we get this on the plane? How do we...
And they carried this stuff on?
A lot of it. They had they had several bags they were checking. Which is
expensive.
Yeah, but they had these things, like I said, they were like boxes, like I said, a mixer and a toaster and something else, and they're wrapping these things up with tape and putting them in a bag. One guy, that's going to have another bag on it.
Now I know when my supervisor, who only ever called into my show once,
yeah,
you know the one. Whenever she would visit the home family, she always packed a box of like gifts because that was expected of the family members in that country, that you would bring, nice expensive stuff with you to hand out to everyone to share the wealth. But that doesn't sound like that's the situation here.
No, it wasn't.
It sounds like these are just idiots.
These are just idiots. And of course, and these guys, and like I said, and they're. It's like they must have came to the United States with nothing, because they're leaving. They've got bright. I mean,
they are leaving the United States.
I don't. Who fucking knows? Maybe they're just going to New Hampshire. But I know where they were going. They were going to Atlanta. No, they probably are, because they're going to Atlanta, which is the hub, and they're probably flying out.
So they are probably flying to another country.
So somebody else had to deal with them after me. Yeah. But the whole thing, they got brand new clothes on. I mean, they got brand new like Nike shoes. I mean, they've obviously they've went on a shopping spree here, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But
I find this unusual.
I do too.
I don't get this.
I don't either. But whatever it was, they were
Wichita
Blenders. That's the shit.
My flight was boring.
I guess no.
All I did was read a book.
Oh God, you're that guy. You're the guy with the light on. Johnny.
I didn't have to put a light on.
You are the guy with the light on.
The plane was bright enough. I didn't reach for the light.
There's always one guy. Always one guy that has the light on when it's nice and dark.
Just a little light reading. That's all. Nothing wrong there.
I can't even see what you got there. Light reading. I've got a light reading book.
Little light reading, and
why children? What?
Yeah.
I didn't. Wow. But anyway, got to get a beer. Making your mind work. I don't know what the hell that means, dude. You just wrote something weird. So regardless, and everybody was here is gone. But anyway,
that was such a good story.
It was a good. So I got there. I did the thing. It was a good trip. I had a very productive trip. Way home was kind of fun. I'll get to myself. I'll let you have yours.
All right. Well, no,
because I'm on a roll here.
I mean, well,
the way home have happy stories.
Okay.
That's the nice thing. The way the trip there, like I said, other than the stress, I was just
The
totally.
4 flights you had to take home were all happy flights?
They actually were. They weren't too bad, because first of all, my first flight that I was really mad about because leaving, I mean,
Yeah.
I was just mad because I'm flying to. First of all, you're flying to Detroit.
Yeah, well, that would make anyone mad.
Yeah. I'd just say this, just the act of going to
Even
Detroit.
the people
make you
that
mad.
live in Detroit are mad about flying to
pissed.
Detroit.
They're pissed off all the time. They got to go home.
Yeah.
So I get on. I'm sitting there waiting because it just so happens the guy, one of the guys I'm with in Pennsylvania he lives in Atlanta. He's flying also home. Guess where his flight is that leaves next to mine 10 minutes later goes straight to Atlanta. $800. But somehow he booked his right and I didn't. So
Yeah.
shame on Dune.
Well,
He's also one of those guys that he gets to drive. His rental car is a full-size truck, and he gets to walk up in the preferred lines in front of everybody because he does this all the time. So he's that guy.
You're going to get pissed when you hear about my trip and the expense report situation.
Oh God. Okay. Well, anyway, so I'll finish real quick. So anyway, the reason why my trip to Detroit was happy because I got to watch a miracle.
Okay.
An absolute, No, that's not it. I don't have a miracle sound. I got to watch a miracle happen though. I don't know what sound would be.
Someone gave birth on the plane?
No, I don't know if this would be better because that'd be kind of gross.
Yeah, that
okay. So here's the miracle. This friend of mine that I work with, we're sitting there, and we've got we're at the airport pretty early. So we had time to just sit there and whatever. He's playing these games on his computer, and I'm doing emails or whatever. And a guy gets pushed over. He in a wheelchair, because they do. People they need help. They put them in wheelchairs and they wheel them around the airports.
Right.
And they wheel this guy over, and park him over by where he's obviously going to get on the same plane I am. So they park him over there.
Right.
And that's okay. So I didn't notice. So he's sitting there. The whole time he's sitting there, which is probably 35, 45 minutes or so.
So guys in a wheelchair.
Guy's in a wheelchair. He's
So
in
he can't walk.
He's in the airport wheelchair.
Right.
And so I'm going, okay, they're getting ready to start boarding. What do? You go to the bathroom. You get your ass up and you go to the bathroom before you get on the plane. Don't be the guy on the plane that has to go to the bathroom on the plane. Because you know what you're going to do. You're going to wait until the service carts come out. Then you want to go to the bathroom. Don't be that guy.
No, just go.
Don't be that guy. I'm looking over. No, I keep looking over here.
You're in a building filled with toilets. You don't need to
the plane. I think some people just get off on going to toilets or something. So anyway, we're sitting there, but I go to the bathroom, come back, sit down, and say, okay, now boarding zone 1, which I happen to be. So, okay, zone 1. So, hey, all right. Or no, they have to do the first. They say, okay, anybody needing extra time? Parents, first class, whatever.
People in wheelchairs.
All of a sudden, this dude in the wheelchair, boom, jumps up out of the chair. This guy is rocking. He's up. He's got his backpack on. He is, boom, beelines to the front of the goddamn line. Thank you. And I'm going like, did you see that? Did you see that? That was a miracle. That guy that couldn't walk just jumped up and almost ran. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you to the front of the line. Oh, I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing. I was just, I'd never seen that happen before. I mean, it was like, I don't know what it was. Some lightning struck, healed this man.
Wow.
First one in the plane, though.
That's a miracle.
I'm not sure. I think he might have pushed a pregnant lady carrying a baby out of the way to get in front of her.
So it wasn't quick enough to be pushed on the plane before everyone else.
No.
He had to run onto the plane.
He ran onto the plane.
Does he not see the flaw in his plan?
I think it's too late. They'd already parked his ass there. And
so what's your part?
Now here's the best part. Here, this is where it gets good now. I thought that was the good part.
Yeah, I thought so too.
No. The good part is the guy who was helping him, who went to go take a whiz because he was in the bathroom with me, comes back and his guy's gone. Dude is gone. Did you? And he's asking people, what did
And they should
He lost his guy.
It was the most amazing thing. He was healed.
I didn't talk to him. I'm just watching this going like, look at this shit over here.
Now wait, the guy
airport
was the guy an employee that was supposed to push him on?
Yes,
he had no idea.
He's an airport. He's on the radio going like, we got a mister. We got a man crawling somewhere. He's on his radio.
Someone stole a paraplegic without the wheelchair.
We're missing. Holy shit! They got him and his bag. It's gone. Oh my god! So now the guy's freaking out. And it wasn't until finally the guy. I think the dude walked up to the counter and he said, "Plane." Oh. What? And you kind of see him go. He didn't hear it, but you see him go. That's the sign of that was him going like, what? He got on the plane. Just, boom! Grabs his wheelchair. Off he goes. So there you go. Miracle happens. That was miracle number one, Johnny. Wow.
That was miracle number one.
That was miracle number one.
Miracle number two, guy got off the plane, walked on water.
So here's the thing: the plane was that the big plane? The plane going to Detroit was it was a small plane, very small plane.
Not many people want to go to Detroit.
No, so the plane going from Detroit to Atlanta, big plane, bigger plane, not big. I mean, big plane. They think of 747.
Average plane,
big plane. Lots more than one seat and two seats. Let's put it that way.
3 and 3.
Yeah, it's a 3 and 3 plane. Nice new plane, has the nice little console and stuff on it. And I don't know, are you a window person? Do you window or aisle? Which do you do? I'm a window guy.
I used to aisle because that meant you didn't have, you had more room, but I realized the aisle person has to deal with two people peeing.
Yes, so I'm a window guy. I like the window.
I've converted to window.
I do window because you can really get up next to that window and kind of make yourself some extra room. Because I'm a bigger guy.
And they could all go pee as much as they want.
All they want. So anyway, so here it is. I'm on the. I'm getting. I'm walking down the aisle to get on the plane. I got the window seat, and there's one dude he's in the aisle seat. Hey, how's it going? He gets up, lets me in, put my shit down, get down, sit down. And we're sitting there looking at that empty seat. And I'm going, and he looks at me, and he goes, if we're lucky, a 9-year-old kid or something's going to get on that seat, in that seat. And the first thing I go like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Why does he want a 9-year-old in this seat?
This guy has never flown with a 9-year-old before.
And I go, oh. He's talking size now. He's talking small boy. He's not talking because this is what freaked me.
Talking rambunctious.
This is what freaked me out. I'm going like the first thing you say to a guy you've never met is, "I hope a 9-year-old sits next to me." That's the first thing that popped into my head, and I go, "Oh God, he's talking about a small person." And I'm like, I go. That there's no way we're gonna get some sumo wrestler or something. I go. I said under my breath, "There's no fucking way." I told the guy, I said, "Yeah, that ain't gonna happen." We both had a good chuckle over that. Now that I'm not creeped out by the dude anymore, because I was for a second.
Like, man, I like me some 9-year-olds.
I know. I'm sitting there going like, "Shit, man, can I be changed? Can I have any seat but this one?"
This guy right here.
Yeah.
He's the 9-year-olds.
And I think what it was is I think after he said it, he realized what he had said. And I think
much like you during this show.
Yes, yeah. So he had that look of, "Oh my God, I just said that."
I didn't mean it like that.
Am I loud? I'm being told I'm loud.
But it's not your volume.
Oh, Beaches says I'm loud. I'm probably over speaking, and I'm normally a very small voice person. Damn it! Now it's blank pick. Why would it be a blank pick? It's not a blank pick. Anyway. So anyway, we're sitting there waiting for the 500-pound sumo wrestler to come sit between us. And lo and behold,
9-year-old boy?
No, this is probably about a 19, 18-year-old, small Asian guy walks up. And I mean, he maybe weighs 100 pounds, possibly, because he had a backpack. And he's sitting there putting his shit together, and I lean over to look at that guy. I go, "You, my friend, you better buy a lottery ticket." So there you go. So that was it. So yeah, so that was a good flight, and And the flight home was nice. The from Atlanta to Wichita was nice because it wasn't a very full flight. So there was a lady next to me that sat down, and when it became apparent they were about ready to close the doors, there was nobody behind us, and it was an exit row seat behind us. So she went and got an exit row seat. So man, she was lit. And I had flipped the armrest up. I had the whole seat to myself. It was great.
There you go.
It worked out good.
That's how to roll.
Yeah, she was very nice. She goes, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to go sit. I said, because I told her, she goes, I'm going to go sit back here. I think she thought I was going to be offended or something. I said, listen, if you don't, I'm going over the top of the seat by myself. She laughed and she
because I got to get away from you.
No, yeah, that's right. That's right. Don't want no damn girl next to you. No. So anyway, so
no,
that's
you went the 9-year-old.
No, here we go.
Guy.
Yeah, Warhawk hears the word Asian. Thank God he didn't say 9-year-old Asian. No, thank God.
Well, I was thinking, thank God you didn't say something that starts with O.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
He heard Asian guy, and then he woke up and he said guy, and he said, never mind. There we go. So anyway, so things worked out. Things all was well. I got home. My bag. That's something else too. This must be, like I said, I don't think this is the first time I've ever flown with my watch before. But the really cool thing, and I'm guessing other Delta does this, but I'm guessing other ones do too, is every time my bag was put on a flight, I get a little notice, your bag was loaded on flight, blah 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 blah. Now that's cool. That's neat. And like when I got to...
So that way you know in advance if you're going to get screwed.
I go in advance if you're getting screwed. I got on the plane, mother... Well, or you look down and go like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm yelling again. Or you look at your watch and say, let's see, my bag is on flight, blah, blah, blah. Too bad I'm on this other flight, or something like that. So anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. So anyway, it worked out well. Bag made it to where it was going. It made it back.
Man, my flights were boring. The only problem I had was getting to the airport. So I decided I had two options. I could fly out of Providence, which is closer, or I could fly out of Boston, which has more options. And
hence the single flight rule or not.
Right. Yeah. There's that, and then also the other thing is that trains don't go to the Providence airport on Sundays, and I was flying out Sunday evening, and so and of course it's like, well, Kristen could drop me off at the airport if I asked her to, but she doesn't want to drop me off at the airport, so it's like if I fly out of Boston, I get a direct flight, I get a train there. Yeah.
Oh, you take the train to Boston then.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I got you. How long?
I pay for the monthly commuter rail pass. It's a 10-minute walk to the train station, and from South Station in Boston, there's a Silver Line that just runs buses right up to the airport.
Oh, so if you know what you're doing, boom, bing, bang, boom,
right.
You're there. And all
bing,
that
bang, boom.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. It's about an hour and a half all together to get from here to the airport doing that, but it's whatever. So I take the train and. Now the Silver Line runs in a underground road that's just for the Silver Line buses. That they built for that. It's like a rail but without the rail. And then also at some point the bus ends up above ground, just driving on the roads to get to the airport. So I get my card to swipe the badge. You go into the commuter rail Silver Line bus area. Take the stairs down to the Silver Line bus. I'm standing there waiting for a bus, looking like an idiot. And some staff member comes up to me and goes, "Sir, they're not running underground today. Upstairs. You gotta go upstairs." I'm like, "Upstairs where?" "Just go upstairs. You'll find them." And there's plenty of there was no signage for this until you.
They're not running underground today.
Right. For some reason, they're not running them in the tunnels today. So I had to go up, and they got Silver Line buses parked on the road up there. But it was not clear. They didn't have any signs. So and they were running them for free. But I already swiped my card, so I paid. I think they were intentionally not putting up very good signage for this to get people to accidentally scan their cards and then have to walk out and get on the bus, so they got the fare anyways.
Wow.
Because I'm not going to go ask for a $2 refund.
No, so you did have to pay it then? You know for sure?
Well, when you swipe the card, it charges you. Yeah.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, I took it off my card.
And don't throw a fit till you get home, too. It's like don't get pissed off in the until after they bring.
I tweeted MBTA, let them know they didn't have enough signs up, and they said they would look into.
They would look into that.
Yeah, they're totally going to look into that.
I like
so
that.
I'm sure they looked into that, put up all kinds of signs because of my tweet.
I like. Hey, by the way, Sir Mars wrote in. He says, "Would it be legal to shoot tranq darts at the people on the plane? If they let me bring a tranq dart gun, I bet there was lots of people on that plane would have said it would have been applause.
Yeah."
Pew! Ugh. That would have been great.
But
that
yeah, the
would
flight,
have been great.
The flight was uneventful. But so I'm flipping through the channels, and the best thing I can find on the TV was Storage Wars on A&E. And I'm like, all right, I'll watch an episode or two of Storage Wars. At least we can watch the guy yell, "Yep, yep."
Yeah, I hate that fucking guy.
The guy ain't on the show anymore.
Well, I think he's been arrested too much. It's almost like the show now kind of centers around the auctioneers or whatever. But yeah, anyway.
Well, it's always the same auctioneer. 12. Sold.
That's right.
Did anyone understand what he was saying?
Yeah. Whoever the guy's name is, blah, 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 that guy knows. That guy knows. He knows completely what's going on. But so that's always fun to watch.
It's always a surprise when someone wins the Storage Locker because all they're scratching their nose.
They're all looking at each other, going like, "Who won?" I don't know.
Like and they're doing like this and the signals and
That's right.
So after about 2 hours of this, I decided, I've had all I can take of this. My buttons stopped working. I couldn't even turn the volume down. I could take the headphones off, but But I didn't feel like reading that day. I just wasn't in the mood for.
I can't read what that says. Your thing's all blurry again, but I know you don't care.
Oh, is it?
Well, I don't know if it's because of the bandwidth. Are you torrenting, Johnny?
Yes, and I'm not going to turn it off.
Somebody is tweeting me here. I see you on the tube. I'm being told. Hello,
but that was about it. I mean, I didn't really care that it got stuck on Storage Wars, but I found it funny that when I go and change the channel, I'm stuck on Storage Wars.
That is kind of funny. Yeah, you're stuck.
Yeah, but
I didn't watch anything on the flight.
But my so me and my supervisor and another guy on the server team all flew out to this big Microsoft convention down in Orlando. Where we could basically just spend all week attending advertisements for Microsoft products.
Before I go on, I want to ask you, please tell me you said one thing.
Okay.
Fix your shit. Did you tell anybody at Microsoft to fix their shit?
Well, I thought that was implied.
Oh, Johnny, see, you have to tell them. You just start off, Johnny Gators, fix your shit! And then you go on with your question, whatever.
Yeah.
Mars would say that.
Well, no, but my boss is there with me.
That's true. Can you please fix your stuff? You can clean it up for the boss.
Yeah. So, anyways,
you can clean it up. Yeah.
It was interesting. I learned a lot of things about Windows 10 deployment and SCCM and Office 365 and SharePoint.
Did they talk about how they're going to start making people pay for Windows?
Oh yeah,
a subscription-based Windows thing.
Oh yeah, well that's what Office 365 is all about. But they weren't talking about that. They're talking about all the great things it does.
Basically, there we go. It's marvelous.
Basically, they're trying to steer everything to be cloud-based, which I guess makes sense because that's the direction the industry is going. Put everything in the cloud because more people are working from home or out on the road or whatever. Of course, cloud-based means subscription model. But you're already paying annual licensing fees if you're doing a business anyway, so it's not that.
Did you go to something called the Ignite conference, or is that?
Yes, that's the one. Microsoft Ignite.
Mars is impressed. He says, "Cool."
Yeah,
I watched a bunch of those keynote things. So Mars was there with you.
I didn't see him there.
He was there.
You know what?
It's like Mars has a Facebook page, but he doesn't have a Facebook.
No.
Mars has the.
Oh, you found that too, did you?
Yeah, it's called what's it called?
It's called
Schrodinger. He's got the Schrodinger's Facebook page.
It's called.
It may or may not. It may or may not.
It's called Neo tagged him recently, and now everyone knows.
Yeah. So guess who's not his friend?
Yeah, he didn't
Mars. Mars. Hello. Mars. Guess who's not your friend on Facebook? Guess who pushed the button to be your friend on Facebook? I like coffee too.
Why don't we call Mars?
We should.
You should call Mars. If he's
probably too busy talking to Alexa and talking to other people.
If he's not logged on to Skype, we could give his number out.
Now that other people have, let's see, where is it? I should have him. I should just have it in here. Yes, I should have it in there. It should just come up. It should come up just immediately.
Yeah.
We have somebody called Sir Marcos. Did you know that?
Sir Marcos.
Yeah.
That's his cousin.
Oh, okay.
I'm making that up.
Yeah, that would be it.
I just make shit up.
Does Alexa have Skype now? Because if it does, he'll answer.
I don't know. But
if not, he'll wait.
You could do Alexa to Alexa calls now.
Oh, well, the Alexa's in the room. I'd have to bring her in this room. That'd be just awkward.
The person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable.
Yeah.
Please leave a message after the beep.
It's the same message I got. It's the same message I got when I tried to be Facebook.
Don't worry, dude. I'll give you his cell number to call.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, because when we talk about me giving you his cell number, that's when
I know he appears. I noticed he was listening, but the viewer count has gone down by 1, which makes me know that he's probably hung up. So. Or he's left. He's left the building. He's left the building.
Let's take a look under S for Sir.
That's right. Because that's what he goes by.
Well,
he signs all of his checks at work that way. Sir Mars.
Well, that's his name. Why wouldn't he sign it like that? All right. So let me bring up your messenger here, and I'm sure it's secure to just type a bunch of digits over.
What could go wrong? Seriously.
Yeah. Well, Instant Messenger has their stuff secure.
Especially Fuse and Trillin.
Okay, so that starts with a 5.
Yeah. Is there a 7 in there?
Oddly enough, you said that as I got to a 7.
Because there has to be. I think those are in all of the numbers. I think they are.
Whoops! That was Addie's messenger. No, just kidding.
Oh,
just kidding.
God, Mars is now. Now Mars is awake. Can you even imagine how fast he would have a new phone number? If you ever want to know how fast a person can get a phone number, that's how you would find out.
That's how you find out.
That's right. You just tweet it to Addie, and then that's how we make it happen. So if I type this in right, we get Sir Mars. If I typed it in wrong, we don't get Sir Mars. It's that simple. Yeah, there's no in between. You don't get half of Mars.
Let's just talk over like the name if we get his messenger.
Yeah, we will.
His voicemail.
I'll bring the thing down.
Yeah.
He's there. He's there.
He's there. He's
totally there.
He just said he was there.
Yeah, he just said he was there.
I
doubt he came up with that.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Okay, here we go. Blah, blah.
Is not available.
That's right.
Is not available.
There we go.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up
we don't know if
press
it's the right
1
person
for more
because we
options.
turned it down.
Yeah.
If this isn't Mars, can you send this to Mars? And say, hey, yo, it's Dune.
Just to be clear, we don't want you to send us to the planet Mars.
Yeah, not the planet Mars, just the dude Mars.
We want you to send us to Mars's phone number.
That's right. Sir Mars, that is. Not just any Mars.
And
don't walk up and say, is your name Mars? The guy says yes. But is it Sir Mars? Because there's a difference.
Also, we'd like to request on our next flight that Sir Mars is sitting in the seat next to us because that would not occupy as much room.
We'd like to talk to him. We haven't seen Mars.
And saying I want to sit next to Sir Mars on a plane is not as creepy as saying I want to sit next to a 9-year-old on a plane.
Yes, that's exactly right.
So yeah.
So keep that in mind. So in short, Sir Mars, not a 9-year-old.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye. Okay. You like that? There you go. That's how you send a message. I guess. I don't know.
But that worked. That worked.
That totally worked. Nobody's calling us, so we call them. That's how it kind of works.
That's how it works.
So anyway, that was my. I'm hoping since I'm getting ready to do a lot of flying that things now have mellowed out. And
no, Microsoft Ignite they had free coffee there. It was Folgers though.
How do you know this? How? Because
it said so.
Oh, okay. It was
Folgers.
This was like
Folgers?
But was it actually like made real coffee, or was it crystal stuff? Crystal crap.
All I know is that they had the big metal canisters with the nozzle, and but it was Folgers.
What about snacks? Anything?
Oh yeah.
I mean, they
well, they had
hooked you up.
meals.
I mean, people walk around the coffee going Microsoft.
They had free coolers with beverages everywhere you went. And
okay, that's
canisters
cool.
of coffee and everything.
That's cool.
Food, it was more of a at the meals they had food. They were serving breakfast and lunch, and I think they would have meals in the evening, but we never went there. We went out for dinner and expensed it, and we lived it up. And I just like to be clear, most of the expensive stuff that I would never put on an expense report, my supervisor put that on his expense report.
No, what do you mean by expensive stuff? What would that be?
Well, all right. So Monday night, was it Monday night? Yeah, it was Monday. What did we do Monday night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Monday night we got an Uber down to this area where there's a big Ferris wheel, and we found a nice Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
We ordered drinks that come with jalapenos on the rims of the glasses, and then Mars called us back.
And Mars did call us back and called us on the phone, no less. What up, my brother?
Dune.
Hey, there he is. What's happening, dude?
Dune, I'm calling you from my Echo.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
That's my boy.
So does dialing phone numbers now.
I heard the only thing is you can't tell it letters. You can't say call 9846 NHB radio. It doesn't understand that.
It doesn't do letters yet, but it will.
It will. They'll get it figured out.
So Mars, when are you gonna accept all those friend requests on Facebook?
Yeah, my friend.
When I actually go on Facebook to look at it.
Can you make that happen, please? I don't know if I'm comfortable not being your friend. I mean, come on.
Hey, tell you what. If you accept Dune's friend request, Dune will then follow me on Twitter again.
Yes,
right, Dune? Is that right?
Yes, I'll do that.
For a whole 5 minutes.
Do that. I will do that.
Dune is currently not following me.
You got
Dude, is that an incentive? I can't quite tell.
Well, it is. It is if you like using that cut and paste technique of I like coffee. It is, which is. I'm guessing you have a shortcut. I bet he has a shortcut key.
I do not cut and paste. I type that every time, dude.
Yeah, because you mean it.
You must have an I like coffee button.
That's what I think. Phone. Click. He just hits the button. Boom.
But it's probably a macro.
Yep, that's what it is. I like coffee because it does twofold thing. If one, it types I like coffee, and then two, it orders more coffee. That's the best part about it.
At Microsoft Ignite, they had all the vendors out there, and they're giving away swag and stuff like that. So I got a free fidget spinner from one table, so that's great. I go to one place, they got a wheel that you spin to decide what prize you get. I got a $5 Starbucks card.
Wow! So you can get so you put $10 more with it, you can get something to drink. That's awesome.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
That's great.
That's cool. Yeah. I like that. Now, did you did you go to the Skype table?
No, I didn't find this. I didn't find a Skype table.
Yeah, you know why? Because those bastards never show up. Probably.
Well, they're owned by Microsoft, so it's just the Microsoft table, which they're all over. Yeah. They got 3 buildings.
They're everywhere. No, one thing I did find, because we're talking about subscription-based stuff. Right. I was listening to one of the guys on iVlog that he switched. I think his computer updated to Windows 10, but there's different versions of it.
And that's the thing.
There's the one version that basically you can run nothing unless it's in the store.
Yeah,
that's what he has. So all of his shit doesn't work anymore. He was so mad.
You can actually upgrade that to Pro for free right now if you want to.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I should tell that guy that because he doesn't know that because right now he is really mad because Skype quit, or not Skype, was it Skype? Something quit. Team Talk doesn't work. All of his programs, none of them work anymore because of that.
He can actually run a wrapper in those and run it to the store if he sets them as a developer as well.
I need to hook you up with him because he doesn't know these things, and I don't care because I run the Pro version anyway.
Yeah, I tell him to upgrade to Pro. That's the easiest way to do it.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting to have that because there was actually, I think it was and I can't think of the guy's name, the Barnacles guy. I don't know the name of his.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that guy cool. that used to work for Microsoft. He was talking about that whole thing when it happened, and it's so funny to listen to his show on YouTube because he was saying he was saying how you can only get stuff that's in the Microsoft store. He goes, but if you want this, and it's like a program and it had a bunch of pictures of dicks on it. It's like this is available from the Microsoft Store. It's to save. Yeah, so just to save people from the weenies or something like. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
I don't
So he gets
save yourself.
Store, huh?
Yeah. So there we go.
So we go out to this Mexican restaurant the first night, order drinks, which now, in my past jobs, I never put alcoholic beverages on an expense report. But this job, it's like, whatever, order a beer with your meal. We don't, just, and expense your meal. So we're ordering like the fancy drinks that have jalapenos on the glass. That's kind of spicy. And we order a tableside guacamole made for our appetizer.
Wow, you're living large.
Yeah, the guy comes over with avocados and a table full of things, and he's cutting up avocados and making guacamole in front of us, and that was a nice meal. And after that, we walked around a bit, but then the second night, because the first night the Uber driver told us about this club called Mangoes, but we didn't find it.
That sounds scary.
So the second night we go out again and we eat at this Mediterranean place. We get drinks. Once again, I order a drink that's got jalapenos in it, and you get a good, great meal. And then we decide, hey, where's this Mangoes that yesterday's Uber driver was talking about? Because the big thing, my supervisor wanted to get another drink somewhere else before we would go back. And on Monday night, we couldn't find another place to get a drink that wasn't packed. So we figured we'll go back to the hotel bar and we'll grab a beer or two over at the hotel bar. Well, the hotel bar, we're standing there because all the stools are filled. And we stood there for 20 minutes. The bartenders just kept going back and forth, serving the people that are sitting down, didn't even look at us. And we're like, hey, over here. Hello. We went to the
guy with tip. Right here.
We went out and bought a few 6-packs. That's what we ended up doing because we could not get served.
Just sit there in the lobby and go, F you. So, don't go in there, F you. Don't go in there.
So Tuesday night, my supervisor's like, we're going out someplace else to do some drinking because we're just going to get ignored at the hotel bar. I'm like, all right, well, let's find this Mangoes place. Because apparently
your supervisor has a problem, I'm thinking. He may need to go to a meeting this week.
Oh, this story gets good. Now, mind you, we booked our hotel rooms at the last minute, so the only thing that was available was this resort that had these big ass suites, and we each got our own. And so I get there and check in. I walk in. There's a couch and a love seat, a kitchen table for 6, a kitchen, a fridge, a stove.
Digging that. Yeah.
Two bedrooms. 2 bathrooms, a jacuzzi, 2.
See, Mars, you could have went.
I should have brought Kristen with me because she could have had her own room. Even you could have, Mars. You could have crashed if you wanted to come out to. You would have to get your own Ignite ticket, but there were 3 beds in the place.
Wow.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Mars?
And I probably could have gotten an Ignite ticket. That wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah, you just got to fly out to Orlando, and I would have you could have had a whole room to yourself.
Oh man,
you'd have to hang out with me the whole time though. So there is that.
Well, yeah, but he would have drank a lot.
Yeah.
Holy crap. See Mars drinking.
Mars don't drink.
The funny thing is I was going to say you were drinking foo-foo drinks, but no, you weren't. You were drinking poo-poo drinks because you had the jalapeno in there.
Well, actually, no. When we got to Mangoes, it was frou-frou drinks. It was a menu filled with frou-frou drinks.
Okay.
And my supervisor doesn't like sweet, sugary stuff. But we find Mangoes. There's all this great dancing going on, great looking women, and stage and music and singing and dancing, and
was this vamp style? Was that kind?
It was. Well, there was a disco medley that happened at some point. I mean, it's kind of like so we get there. We're looking at the drink menu. I order a mojito. He orders something, and he's like, "We'll just put it on one bill. We're gonna expense this." We're going out to a club for drinking. He's putting the drink bill on his expense report.
I like the way he thinks.
Yeah, and the best part is he's the one that's submitting this. That's just drink the drinks.
That's fine.
Although I could have put it on my report, it wouldn't have been a problem because he approves my reports. So
there you go. So now I'm not a big drinking person when I'm out, and I think the biggest thing is well, I would never drink to excess anyway. But
Right.
I just don't like. I like, I don't know.
Well, this was
because I'm like you. It's a little uncomfortable. Like, oh man, God, everybody else is drinking. Maybe I should too. I think I ended up. I broke training. And actually had 2 nights. I actually had my wine or my beer spritzer. I had 2 of these.
Oh no!
I had one. I had, of all places, the guy I travel with, he always likes to eat at the bar, which is okay. But have you ever done that? Actually, ate at the bar?
Yeah, I've done that. It's kind of weird.
Mars, have you ever ate at a bar before? Like literally at the bar?
Sit at a bar and
well, it has. Most bars have this big wooden rail on it, and it's hard to eat at the bar because the food's like 9 feet away from you.
Yeah, it's hard to eat. It's over to get your plate.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's hard to navigate the food to your mouth. And it's like you're like, you're trying. It's but he likes to eat at the bar, which is fine. But
you have to sit there and precariously balance your plate on the.
I don't want to be that guy. Because you
want to be that guy?
No, because there was one place we ate there. After twice we ate. It was next door to the hotel that had a bar there. We ate there, and then of all places that we went to the bar and ate, Red Robin. They got a bar. Go figure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we went to Red Robin, ate at the bar, and same thing. I'm trying to eat my bunless hamburger, over the top of this bar.
So let's go through the list here.
Okay, beer list.
Go ahead, Mark.
Beer list for Johnny.
I'm going to say Dude's going to hate me because I just came back from Olive Garden because they have unlimited pasta bowls right now.
Nobody
so
likes you. Nobody likes you, Mars. Nobody.
Hey, I like Mars.
Well, I'd like him too if he was my friend.
If he was our friend, it'd be nice if he were our friend.
Yeah.
Hint.
Your password is like, I like coffee.
Now, did you realize that Neo outed you on Facebook?
Yeah, because I have a Facebook photo with her and a friend of mine.
I didn't realize.
We met in Sacramento at one point. So.
I never realized that's what happened, though.
I thought maybe that was an accident because I know you're kind of secretive about your Facebook, but I was like, wow.
Not only are you secretive,
how did you let that happen?
I was going to say, not only are you secretive, but you've always said you never had one.
Oh, yeah, I didn't have one. Well, I did, but I just never told you.
You're such a little liar.
No, he said...
I still just work. I never actually write anything. I just work.
That's okay. That's all I do too. We'd be good Facebook friends because we both just lurk.
That's it.
And message.
I send messages once in a while. I'm doing a show. That's about it.
Yeah. So anyways,
here's my grandkids. That's about it.
We got in there. We sat down. He orders a drink. I order a mojito, and he goes, "Hey, why don't we do a shot too?" So he ordered these lemon drop shots. So we clink our shot glasses. Boom, lemon drop shot, mojito. He asked me how the mojito is. So he orders a mojito. I order a second mojito. Drink that. After that, he's so at some point this cute blonde sits down next to my supervisor.
Oh God, here we go.
And well, my supervisor, he's got a girlfriend, but he's not wearing a ring. I'm wearing a ring. So this cute blonde. Sits down next to my supervisor, starts chatting him up. She is totally into him, and he's a friendly guy, so he's talking to her. She's I guess recently divorced, has a kid, but doesn't have her that night, so she just wants to get out and kind of escape from all this. And at some point, she compliments me on my shirt. I'm wearing my shirt of the Facts of the Future DeLorean crashed into the TARDIS.
Tell me the truth. She walked up to him and went,
"Hello, motherfucker."
I didn't hear the greeting, but
okay.
So she was chatting with me a little bit when he went off someplace. At some point, my supervisor's like, order something, order 2 of something for when I get back. We'll have another drink. And so I'm looking through the menu, and I know he don't like anything that's sweet and frou-frou, but the only thing they got on the menu is sweet and frou-frou. So I'm like, well, hey, the hurricane looks interesting. So I ordered 2 hurricanes. After I ordered this, I realized, wait a minute, I'm in Florida and I just ordered 2 hurricanes. What am I doing?
Yeah, you just went full on.
You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass.
Not even halfway. That's right.
You're grade A. I'm the one.
That's right. You went full on, man.
But then they brought out 2 hurricanes. He hated it.
Yeah, of course. It's the only thing.
It's got pineapple. It's blue.
Oh,
what's not to like?
What about beers? They didn't have good beer.
They had better drinks than beers. They had beers in bottles. They didn't
have a good selection of beers though.
Oh, okay. They had Bud and Bud Light.
Well, no, I'm talking. I'm talking about.
No. This was a drink place. This was a lot of rum drinks. So after that, the cute blonde is asking each of us to dance. I mean, at some point she comes over to me and go, "Will you dance with me?" And I'm just like, I don't dance.
Poor Jody.
She was a cutie. I would have loved to have danced with her, but I couldn't humiliate myself in front of such a cute blonde like that. You know, it would have been embarrassing. Get out of the floor.
You always just got to think of that. You got to think of that show with Will, not Will. You know, I'm talking about what was the one where the guy helped the dude with the girl? What the hell was that? Never mind.
That's like every movie that was ever made, I think.
I think there's probably some porns that come out with that way too. There we go. There's probably some ones that start out with
"Hello, motherfucker."
They go with that in there too. Yeah.
So she.
This is where you live. That one. The guy. Never mind.
So she buys us each a drink.
Mm.
So that's another drink. So we were good and loaded at that point. And so at this point, my supervisor is like, now mind you, when we approached the place, he said, we're just going to go in, have one drink, and leave. Here we are, like 5 drinks later.
You haven't left yet, is what you're saying.
And so that's what it's like, hey, why don't we leave? And I'm like, well, you should say goodbye to your friend because she's totally into you. And he's like, oh, all right, yeah. So she comes back. He says his goodbyes. I turn to him. He turns to me. Apparently, she pulled out his phone, typed it in a phone, please hang out with me, and showed it to him. And so he's like, you go ahead and get a ride. I'm going to hang out here a little longer. And I'm like, hey, good luck, buddy.
Good luck with that. That's right.
Well, because we got these huge suites back at the place. So
he's like, oh yeah.
I thought for sure he was hooking up that night. You know, I thought I don't think he got that she wanted the D. I don't think he figured that out. I thought he thought it was all innocent because he. So the next day I asked him how the rest of the night go. He's like, I just stayed for one more drink and then I left. I'm like, did you leave alone? And he goes, well, yeah. Why? I'm like, she was like totally into you.
Why? We know why.
You're a dumbass.
That's right. We know why. That's right. We know exactly why. Holy shit. It's always guys like that don't get it.
Yeah. Well,
a vamp would be like that.
Well, he's got a girlfriend at home. He don't want to cheat.
I guess you're right. Well, not to mention.
He seemed to not actually realize that she totally wanted it. I mean, she literally begs him to stay when he's like, we're heading out. Yeah. I don't know.
This is your boss. Think about
that. Well, anyways, so yeah, that was so then the next
at least it didn't turn out with the guy hitting on you. At least it didn't turn out that way.
No.
Then you're fine.
So I got back to my room, chugged water like there was no tomorrow, woke up the next morning feeling all right, got to 2 sessions, and that's when all of a sudden the delayed hangover hit, and I was I got to get back to my room and pass out for the second half of this day now. Because it was one of those hangovers that you're lying awake in the bed just praying for death for about 2 hours.
Yes. Wow, it's amazing it took that long to hit for you.
Yeah. I mean, I was doing all right that morning. I was doing all right. I actually made it through. I made it through to lunch. And then after lunch...
See, Mars could have used your ticket then.
Yeah.
Mars, now playing the part of Johnny Gators, is Mars. There we go.
You could have gone to the afternoon session, took some notes for me.
That'd have been great.
Oh yeah, I would have taken notes. I would have.
Did you get some stuff out of it though, John? Was it actually insightful?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There was definitely some insightful stuff. It was
cool.
Informative, educational. And so then the next night, so Wednesday, I figure we'll just go out for dinner. I don't think we need to spend another night at the club getting drunk. So I get a text from my supervisor, and he goes, "How do you feel about a helicopter tour tonight?"
God, are you sure this guy wasn't hitting on you? Takes you out for food drinks. Now we're going to take a helicopter cruise by night.
It was a quick.
Mars is going. Johnny, are you sure?
He wanted to do a helicopter tour. He was going to do it with or without me. So and he expensed that.
That sounds like something sexual. Do you want to go do a helicopter with me?
No, that was. It wasn't.
There has to be. I don't know. I'm not going to Google search that because I don't want that.
We actually went to a heliport and got in a helicopter. It was not code for anything. He was not swinging his dick around. Okay, let's be clear right now.
Whoa! We don't have to talk about swinging dicks now. That's not necessary. That's inferred, but not necessary. That's okay.
I just want to make it clear that there was no dick swinging.
There was no dick swinging.
It was not that kind of helicopter.
That's right. Wow.
You're going to try to be cute with this. I'm just going to come right out and tell
That's
you
right.
that's
right.
not what was going
That's
on.
not what was going on. No, I believe it. I believe it. So, I'm just jealous because I haven't been on a helicopter.
No, we
in a
actually
long
got
time.
in a helicopter, one up, one in a big circle around the area. They pointed out things like the different water parks in the area and the world's biggest McDonald's, which yeah.
Wow, there we go.
Looks about the same from the air as it does on the ground.
You know, that's there in Florida because
Yeah.
it used to be in Oklahoma.
Apparently they've
or was it Missouri? I don't know which. It's somewhere
well,
in there.
they've been outdone by Florida.
It's been a while. There we go. Florida put one more.
Put an extra floor on that thing. There you go.
You have to wonder. That's almost worth going to. It says it's the world's. While iVlog is loading. Oh, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm sorry, but you have to wonder when they say world's biggest. Are they talking footprint? Or are they talking like actual people working at the counter? Probably not.
I don't know. Well, this one's a multi-floor McDonald's, so probably is more than just footprint because it's there's some height there.
Well, that sounds cool. That's I would say the last time I think I flew in a helicopter. When was it? Probably in Branson.
Yeah,
they had that thing there. So
that was my first time in a helicopter.
How big is a helicopter? Is it? How many people to hold?
Well, two in the front, two in the back.
Okay, so a smaller one then.
Yeah, a small helicopter.
Okay. You get to wear the headphones.
Yeah. McDonald's.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have my helicopter sound effects. Sue me.
And then as you go sideways, they go right turn.
Yeah, right turn, Clyde.
Yeah. No kidding. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I was going to say watching the ones. I got the ones now where they'll put you in the big strap thing and then they'll hang you where you can actually kind of hang out of the helicopter and take pictures.
Yeah, I don't need that.
I don't need that. That's what. But I think the fun thing about that, I'm glad they are safety conscious. That not only do they strap you in, but they also strap whatever you're taking up with you in.
Yeah.
So there's not phones going like, oh shit, poor guy on the gun going, hey, look at the helicopter, and then the iPhone 8 smacks you upside the head. That's always that's got to be big fun.
Yeah. And then
I wanted one, but not like that. There we go.
So Thursday night, Microsoft booked Universal Studios for the whole night for the convention.
Wow.
Everything's, that free food, free beer, rides open. And, that was...
I can't take the tour, though. I'm guessing at night, does the tour probably not run?
I mean, all the
tram,
rides are all running.
So you can take the tram around, all the stuff, because at nighttime it probably wouldn't be the same.
I didn't take a tram.
I'm going to age myself.
Okay.
When I went to Universal Studios last, I had a picture taken of me in a vehicle that at the time was the hottest show on TV.
Starsky and Hutch?
I only wish, Mars. I only wish. Adam 12. That's how old I am.
Really?
Adam 12.
Oh.
It was the Adam 12 car my brother and I were in the front seat of.
Ooh, that's cool.
And yeah,
I would have been rather than the Starsky and Hutch car.
And it was actually interesting. They actually did a small little movie. I say movie episode that they actually filmed of Adam 12, and they used people from the audience to do this. Just a small scene, and my dad got to be in that. My dad was like a paramedic or something. I don't know why that stands out in my mind, but it does. And I think it's one of those things like if you could have a copy of it, you just had to pay a bunch of money, and then like 12 months later they would send it to you in the mail or something.
Right.
Which I'm guessing it was actual film, obviously. But that was kind of cool though. But yeah, Adam 12. That's how long ago. Matter of fact, I could tell you it was Adam 12 was the big show. The tram when it goes through, there's a place where it goes through a bunch of water and the water parts. That was done. That was done like from the 10 Commandments because that was the hot show at the time, the hot movie.
Looking for Charlton Heston, weren't you?
Yes, long before they had the shark come out of the same body of water or whatever. So that tells you how long ago it was that I was actually. I was actually there.
Yeah. Well, we were walking around, and of course, my supervisor...
I'd love to go again. I would love to go.
Yeah. No, I got to go on the Harry Potter themed rides, and then there was like a train line that would go between two different stations out of Harry Potter land, and we get on the line, and the line's moving, and we get to the stairs and go up to the platform, and the line stops moving, and it doesn't start moving, and it doesn't start moving, and I realize, holy shit, I am waiting on the line for my morning commute. This is like my morning commute, but with a wait added. This is
But you're
great.
Universal Studios. Come on, it's great.
Yeah, but eventually the wait gets to the point where it's like there is something wrong, and I don't think it's a signal issue or Amtrak traffic. This is what is
somebody's stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what? I know what it was, Johnny.
Yeah.
It was those two fucking guys from Wichita Airport.
Yes,
that's what it was. It was them. I'm sorry, by the way. I'm sorry I blew the F-bomb out. Can somebody bleep that, please? Thank you.
So at some point, I'm saying to my supervisor, why don't we get out of this line, because this is just a train ride. Who wants to get on this anyways? Can we just get off the line? He's like, well, if you want to get off the line, just go ahead and wait for me. I'm going to wait this. I'm like, well, what's the difference?
There's a little late. Sorry.
It's like, well, if I get off the line and you stay on the line, and I got to wait for you. I'm still waiting. This doesn't cut down my wait time any. So finally, I just got pissed off at him. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'll find my own ride home. We took an Uber there anyways. We were going to just kind of hang out that night. I'm like, whatever. You want to wait for this train that's never coming? Fine. I'm getting off the line. So I get off the line. They're opening up a chain to let people off at this point.
Yeah, and they're giving up. It's like,
and so I asked a staff member, what's going on here? I just want to, not to give you a hard time. My friend's still waiting on the line, and I figure I'll let him know what the deal is if he can let me know. And they're like, well, the trains aren't running right now. We're trying to find someone to run the trains. We're hoping to get them running soon, but we can't make any promises.
Oh, so the dude that drives the train,
there's no trains
he's
running.
AWOL.
The trains are just sitting in the station.
All they need is a driver?
Yeah.
I can figure that shit out. Come on.
That little side
How hard can it be? Seriously.
So I texted him. I said, the trains aren't running. They're not telling anyone this, but the trains aren't running. They're looking for someone to run them, and they don't know when they're going to run. You should just get off the line. He's like, no, man, I'm just going to wait. And apparently they did start running shortly after that. So,
oh, man. You know what it is? It's like, you'd be like, oh, boy! Oh, yeah, let's go. That was really loud.
Wow. Yeah, that was really loud.
That was like loud times 12. Oh, well. I haven't, anytime I get an excuse to use the bell.
Oh, yeah.
It's always worth it.
So I at that point I just kind of walked around, and I went on the they have that like Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon ride.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun, and of course I went on the Simpsons ride. That's always fun. I've done that before, but it was still fun to do that again. So,
Right.
I'm sorry, Mars, you kind of got gated there. What'd you say?
That used to be the Back to the Future one, right?
I think so. I believe that is what it used to be.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Cause the whole thing, too, I just realized, too, that we're talking about two different places. I mean, we're talking Universal Studios. Mine was Cali. You're talking Florida. But I'm
right.
Sure
both Cali and Florida have The Simpsons.
Okay. Same.
Dude, I'm talking about the California one, so we're talking about the same one.
Well, I was in the Florida one.
There you go.
That's the whole thing. I don't think I'm going to get to go do anything when I go to California next time. There's going to be so much going on.
No, you're going to get to do a party.
Oh, that's true. That'd be a party at Brian's house. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
happening. That's happening. That's
totally happening.
I hope he has good internet there. I really
yeah.
do, because this has to be streamed live. That's all there is to it. We cannot not stream. Is that? Can you say that? Can you say not?
Yeah, you can say not.
Okay, you cannot not stream.
I don't think our English teachers are tuned in.
They're not. Otherwise, they can go themselves. So I'm not worried. I bleep that out for the English teacher just in case. Isn't that? That's nice of me.
That's nice of you. That's nice of you.
It's right up there with.
For God's sake, shut up!
It's right up there with that.
Yeah, yeah. You don't.
To be followed by the first 2 outbursts, the outbursts earlier.
Yeah,
that will be played back to me probably tomorrow. Just saying. Oh well.
So yeah, and then the flight home uneventful. Just got up the next morning.
What is no miracles like on mine?
No miracles. Just got on the plane, read my book, read my I got into this. I packed this book with me and got into it while I was back in my room, and then I just read this on the whole flight back. So it's been quite a fascinating story.
I don't read well. That's it.
Yeah.
That's my new way to make money. My name is Dune.
I just love the way when
my name is Dune, and I don't read well.
I just love the way when I first showed you the book, you were like, "Why children? What?" And,
yeah, I have to wonder why you. Yeah, I don't know, Johnny. You worry me sometimes.
It's an Well, you don't watch Joe Kenda,
No.
Homicide Hunter.
No.
Oh, it's a great show.
What is that?
It's basically Joe Kenda was
watched a great episode of Ghost Hunters last night. Does that count?
No.
okay.
That's probably like more of the. But no.
Watched a
Joe,
mob movie.
I mean, it's Joe Kenda, Homicide Hunters. It's basically he goes into the investigation of a murder, and the evidence they found and how they determine what happened and what happened, and it's quite I
haven't seen but I know what you're talking about. It's like,
it's like air crash investigations. That's another thrilling show. They frown on watching that on the plane though. So
that's true, or the guy flying the plane that right before he got on the plane, beer. That one too.
Yeah.
I did notice that one of the pilots on my plane might have been up to and including 18 years old. I did notice that. So, not that it matters. Not that it matters anymore. Flying a plane, you may land. I mean, planes don't crash very often, so I guess I got that going.
No, you're more likely to get in an accident on the way to the airport than on the plane.
That's very true. That's very true. So probably not that big of a deal.
No, if you watch air crash investigations, it kind of really offers insight into all the things that have to go wrong in order for a plane to crash.
So what you're saying, I think that brings back to memories. I think the last time of the ironicness of being at an airport, I think I was in Dallas, and I actually tweeted this. I actually tweeted a picture of the big. Showing the news, and it was during was it Flight 19? Which one disappeared? It was not 19, was 911. What was the one
39
that? The one that just disappeared over the ocean.
Right.
That one. That was the one they were covering 24/7 on the airport TV. Which seemed a little odd to me. I'd go figure. I don't know. It's one of those things you don't want to hear, but I thought that was kind of ironic.
Yeah.
But that was only good. I didn't have good airport stories. I ate some decent food at the airport. Well, that was a good thing because that doesn't happen all the time. I had what else? I did. Nice thing. One thing I do like about going to the airport is sort of like taking a trip through time. Because you can see how much a pop machine is going to cost 10 years from now when you're at the airport. Which is nice. So if you ever wonder how much is a bottle of pop going to cost me out of a vending machine, well, that's how you find out.
That's what it is. When they need to increase the price of soda, they just move the vending machines out of an airport into the general population.
They just rotate them out,
and then move in the new higher priced ones into the airport.
Because if it tells you anything, the airport vending machines for pop, I'll take credit cards now.
Well, Dune, you're gonna love
let that sink in.
You're gonna love this. So I get to the airport at Orlando to fly back home, and there's like a 25 to 28 minute wait at the security line. I'm at this line that's getting backed up, that's not moving. Why? Because they have people lining up on two sides of this area, and they basically alternate which side they're letting people move in from. And it got so backed up that by the time I got up there, I decided, we need to get people moving here. Keep your shoes on.
Unlike my line where they didn't give a shit.
Keep your shoes on, keep your laptop in the backpack, and we're walking you through the metal detector.
Wow, so that'd be
nice. They put everyone through the pre-checked type.
Where are those people when I need to go through? So, I didn't. Yeah, go ahead, and I'll tell you. I'll finish my.
And this raises the question: an airport can do that. They can decide that they're too congested, that they can go back to a standard check where you keep your shoes on and walk the metal detector. And apparently, this is not a threat or not an issue. Well, how come they can't do that all the time? Then are they just being overly safe for no reason, that we can roll this back when we need to, or is it just that they can cut corners when they need to?
I don't know.
Which is it? It's one of those.
It's got to be one of those. Yeah, the short line, which I wanted to get into, by the way, because I couldn't, because my TSA pre-check did not go through, and I found out, by the way, I did. This is an interesting order of events. I'm pretty pissed now after my flight, almost missing my flight because of my pre-check was denied. Because there was no. I come to find out there's actually a Twitter account for TSA, an actual real Twitter account, which I had to find out was real because I wasn't trusting this shit one bit. Because I got online and it said, "Hey, you can direct message and blah blah blah." I'm going like, this seems like a bunch of crap. And so I actually started checking into it. Come to find out, it's true. They actually do have a direct message Twitter account that you can ask questions about the pre-check. So I got on there, I said, hey, I couldn't, my pre-check could you find out? And they said, sure, send us your, give us your number, your name, your flights, and we'll get back with you. And I'm thinking, that'll never happen. So I sent it in, and sure enough, I get an answer back, and this is what gets me. It makes you kind of wonder how anything gets done in the world when it comes to, entities, government, or whatever, either one. Right. Is what I have my driver's license that has my birth date on it. I have my TSA pre-check that has my birth date on it. I have a Delta profile on, I have a profile for Delta that has my birth date on it. The lady, the person I called that took care of my arrangements transposed my date on my birthday.
So it was the person who booked your multiple flights' fault.
But yeah, screwed me on that. Put the wrong date for my birthday. And I'm sitting there asking myself, I'm going like, this makes zero sense. How is it possible that all of these dates line up, but a date that is typed into the computer's wrong, that one overrides all the rest and screws it up? I don't understand that. I don't get that. And maybe it's just a safety thing where maybe somebody could steal your information. I guess. I don't know. But I'm just thinking.
If something doesn't match, it raises a flag.
But guess what can't be fixed last minute?
What?
That
can't
doesn't
be
matter. No. That's nope. Sorry. We're sorry. Your next trip, it'll be, just make sure. I go, well, how do I even look? If I go on to delta.com and look, my birthday's fine. It's right there. But I guess somewhere in the reservation that was made, it had the wrong birthday in there. And I was like, son of a. So we'll hope that doesn't happen next time.
Well, at least I didn't pat you down over that.
No. Well, but the whole thing is, it's just like I said, my whole thing was, I thought I was going to miss the flight, and it didn't happen anyway. So I guess it really didn't matter. But I mean, I didn't have to go through all the pissiness of taking the shoes off and the laptop out and all that crap. And you never do it right. You ever notice that? Maybe it's just me. I always try to do stuff the right way. I get all the stuff out, everything's supposed. I got to get you got to get the little carriers, the little plastic things. You got to make sure you get enough of them,
right?
Because you got to have. And I think I put my backpack in one. I had my laptop in my but that's the funny thing. My iPad Pro does not qualify as a tablet. By the way. Just in case you have one of those. Yeah, they're too big. Those have to go through by themselves.
Yeah, well, that is, some things like that vary from airport to airport.
Yeah, so anyway, so I had that on top of my laptop. I put that there. Guy comes and says, oh, this goes here and this and that. You backpack, it doesn't need to be in the thing, and he takes it out.
Yeah, Boston doesn't want you to put your shoes in the bin. They want you to just put your shoes by themselves through the thing.
That seems dangerous because they got rolly things. You think what happens if it gets stuck in there?
I don't know. That's what they want you to do, though. They don't want you putting shoes in
regardless, like I said, that part went through okay. I haven't, because I've heard horror stories about people stealing stuff through there. But
and Boston wants you, any game system that's bigger than a phone, you also got to take out and put in a bin. So my DS I had to take out, put in a bin. I couldn't just leave that in my bag. But then at Orlando...
Oh, really? I was going to say the ones I thought, the tablets can stay in the bag. But mine was too big. It had to come out.
Some airports...
Wow.
Some
Did you hear that? Mine was so big it had to come out.
Yeah. Wow.
No, that's
wait
too
a second.
big.
Mine was so big it had to come out. There we go.
They had to do an individual scan on that.
I ran the guest out of the room when I said that.
Yeah. But no, there's some airports that if it's bigger than a phone, you got to whip it out. And then at Orlando...
Wait. There we go. Okay.
That was intentional. And then Orlando, they specifically tell you, leave game systems in your bag. So there's not even consistency across the board. Some places want you to whip it out. Some people want you to leave that in there.
There we go.
Leave that in there. That didn't come out quite. Anyway.
Yeah, wait. There we go. That was for that one. That works.
Yeah. So no, it was a good trip. It was a good trip.
Only
one
like,
hangover.
That's like, I can not carry. I was going to pick this up, and no, they won't let you carry this. No, I cannot. I don't have it, but I cannot carry my plastic bottle unopened bottle of Mountain Dew through the checkpoint.
No.
But I can buy one on the other side just like it for $4,000. But that's
There is that.
There is that, though. Whoa. Let me back that up. Unless you're in Atlanta, try to find a Pepsi product in Atlanta.
Huh.
I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. Atlanta, home of Coke.
Dude, I am like on a mission to find Diet Mountain Dew in the Atlanta airport.
Are you familiar with Mellow Yellow?
Yeah, I was going to say that just means you need to deal with Mellow Yellow instead.
Mellow Yellow is a Coke product. I don't know if they have Diet Mellow Yellow, though. But
in what universe is Mellow Yellow Diet Mountain Dew, Johnny? What universe?
Everywhere except for Atlanta.
If there's Diet Mellow Yellow, that's probably going to be just like Diet Mountain Dew.
Mars, you're not helping.
Sorry. Oh, God.
Wait. Are you telling me that you could tell the difference between Mellow Yellow and Mountain Dew?
Do they make a Diet Mellow Yellow?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I was going to say, because I
actually had a Mellow Yellow when I was in Florida. Not Diet, but they did have Mellow Yellow at the Microsoft Ignite.
Hey, Warhawk, are you still there? Type in the chat room if you are. Because I'm just curious if I haven't had to restart. Is the stream still okay? I haven't had to restart the stream at all.
I don't know.
It seems pretty odd.
I'm using my Echo for the one purpose that I'm using the one purpose for.
He says, let me check. He wasn't even. Wait, he had to be listening though. Oh, he's probably listening. He's probably listening to the stream. No, I just wonder if the voice is semi synced up. It looks like nothing's choppy or anything. It looks like it's working well.
I'm seeing pictures of Diet Mellow Yellow cans and boxes, so it exists. I don't know how easy it is to find.
Thank you, Warhawk, for checking.
But Mellow Yellow is Coke's version of Mountain Dew. So try to find a Diet Mellow Yellow.
Okay, I'll try that then. Because you can't get don't try to get a Pepsi product in the Atlanta airport. I wasn't about going to ask. I was afraid people might come out of the ceilings, snatch you up, just grab you in there. Oh, right. He says meant the network. He said no. I just want to know because usually I have to restart the streams on iVlog to make it work, and I haven't had to restart them at all. So maybe Apple did do something right, other than screwing up Safari completely. Mars missed that part.
Yes, yeah. I heard.
Yeah, I heard. Safari. Oh, sorry, I bothered you with my. Hey, I guess the update was successful except for Safari. There we go.
So dude,
yeah, you're on.
I have to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Which tweet was it?
No.
I don't know.
No, Johnny, I almost didn't do the show today. I'm serious. I was almost ready to cut Johnny off at the knees and just like no more.
Dude,
I was so mad. I was so mad at you.
Buds.
Where's the damn? Where is it? There. I was so mad at Johnny.
So violent.
But I got over it. Now, I'm guessing my wife's home now.
No, I think that was all you.
No, I think
so. I've seriously pissed you off that
you
much.
Actually, oh, you did. You really did. There's certain. You know what? I don't even want to get into it because you're gonna make me mad now. There are certain things I hold very dear to myself. There are certain things I hold extremely personal.
Please explain yourself. I want to know. I want to know these things about you, Dune. I want to try to understand, my friend.
Nobody needs to know Dune. No, it's just too much Dune to know.
It's things you hold near and dear to your heart. We're going to learn something here.
You're just trying to go there. Oh well. There you go, people. So thank you for tuning in. Hey, by the way, you can still donate. I think you can still donate.
I was not hungering that.
I think you can still donate if I.
You know what? Let's talk about the coffee. Not only
can you donate, but I think you can still watch the last episode of Dune and Bob on the NHB page. I'm going to go look now.
Okay.
Yes, there it is. Thank you for a successful telethon. You can still donate to a great cause.
You know, my pet peeve is people that duck things. I hate ducking and dodging. I absolutely hate it. That's what drives me nuts. That's why I hate it when you stop following me. You're just totally just ducking and dodging like, no. I don't even want to talk to you about it.
Well, the whole thing is, you're
building a wall.
Here's the deal. Well, I can build a wall if I want to. Because the whole thing is, to me, Twitter and Facebook And Facebook is clean as hell. I've cleansed the shit out of Facebook. Trust me, I have no problems. My whole thing, it's there for my pleasure. Wow, did that not sound right? That didn't. But I'm just saying that's the whole thing. It's something I do because I enjoy it. I don't like to use it. I don't like to use Twitter as news. I don't use Twitter as a platform.
I'm not pressuring you to follow me again.
Well, the whole thing is there. Like I said, there's just most of the times, Johnny, it's not that big of a deal because you tweet something, I go, oh, fuck that, block, and then I go on the business and I just go and move on without nothing. It's therapeutic for me. I get to block other people other than Johnny. I've never blocked you though. Never blocked you. I don't think I've blocked.
Dude, are you still blocking Venison?
I've never blocked Venison. I have blocked Venison. Venison's not blocked now. Venison's not blocked now.
Are you still following Venison?
No. I do not follow Venison.
So that means when I retweet Venison, you see that.
No, I don't follow Venison, no.
But when I retweet Venison and you're following me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see that. So anyway, that's normally what it is. What it is, and I will tell you, it had to do with the whole national anthem thing. And I'll just leave it at that. I hold that.
Can we discuss that topic?
I don't know if I want to because, like I said, I take it so personally. I really do. I see. There we go. Mars is he's already got the coffee out. I take it so personally because of just the closeness I have to things like my father, for instance. I take it as such a personal insult to my father. When I see these things, that I can't take it. It literally drives me insane. There's just certain things that I don't know. I just think that's it. That's what it boils down to.
So that
can't take it.
You're on that side now, but do you think that it's smart for Trump to say the things he said about
here's the thing
against protesting?
Here's the thing.
Way.
Trump, you got to look what Trump is though, and how he got to where he is. Trump is not a politician. That's the beauty of it. Does he say things off the cuff that probably he shouldn't? Probably, but that's because he is who he is. Now, the whole thing is a lot of people think the same way. Keep in mind that the NFL is not a government entity. They're playing a game. They're paid to play a game. They actually, that there's actually they have rules that say they're supposed to be on the field and stand at attention, hold the helmet in their left arm and their right hand over their heart during the national anthem. That's actually an NFL rule. It actually exists. The same NFL that will penalize people for having a sticker on their helmet. But regardless, should he have said it? I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
But the whole thing is, somebody taking and using that of all things to put some sort of agenda forward is not acceptable to me. You can do stuff on your own time. You can do anything you want. You can go stand. You can wear a black mask and stand and do whatever you want. But when you fuck with that, you have now crossed the line. And that's where I am on the whole thing. I take that so personally that I cannot waver. I cannot waver.
Do you think that that's the level of offense that is intended by doing that? Or do
yes,
you think
it absolutely is.
Or do you think
absolutely is.
Do you think it's possible that it's a symbol that means something else to them from what it means to you? I mean, what that means to you is not the same thing it means to everyone.
Well,
the flag could be a symbol of a government that you feel opposed by and want to protest against.
But you're talking the whole thing. It's bigger than that. This is you are protesting about what gives you the right to protest. That's the whole point.
That's not what they're protesting about.
But that's the whole thing. They don't know what they're protesting. Half of them say one thing, half of them say another. The fact of the matter is they're a bunch of spoiled brat pieces of shit, and I'm sorry I'll have to say that make a shit ton of money playing a damn game. That's what it boils down to. That's what the facts are.
I disagree with you.
There's no First Amendment right when it comes to work. It doesn't exist. No, that's what it is, Johnny. They're playing a game. They get paid millions of dollars to play a game. That's it. Look what's happened. Look what's happened in the NFL. The viewership is like plummeting. They're losing money left and right. And because they're pissing off all these people. Do something. Do something positive with it. What do you mean it's 50-50?
I think there's as many people supporting them as.
How would you even think that?
them.
Then why are they losing like they're losing? Then why is the money going away?
Well, I'd like to see those numbers.
Well, they're all over the place. You just got to look. It's just like it's like there was 22%, or no, it wasn't even that much, of the players that actually did what they did. The rest of them didn't. But you don't hear that. It's like did you notice there was no video or audio from the people in the stands booing, which there was almost everywhere. But you never saw that. Of course, that's not covered because see that's not cool for TV. See, for TV we got to have cool. We got to have all the big flash and pomp and all that stuff.
See, this. Even though I disagree with you, I think it's good you're sharing.
Well,
this
the whole thing, John,
on
I'm telling you, I was so bothered by this that believe me, I almost didn't want to do the show anymore. I was like, I'm done. If Johnny is the type of person that would back that kind of action, I don't want to be a part of it. Like I said, I take it so personally. It is
I back what
personal.
they're protesting. I'm not confrontational to do it in that style myself, but I think that people have the right to protest and say what
you do on your own time. That is not your own time. That's the difference. The whole thing is when you're protesting that, you're protesting what gives you the right to be there and do it in the first place. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. It's cut and dry. That's it. That is it. Whether you like what's going on right now or the person in the White House doesn't fucking matter one bit. The fact of the matter is people died for you to have the right to do what you do. That is the fact. That is the people. Those are the people, the ones that are being shit on right now. Like my dad. That's what I'm saying. That's the way I see it.
I don't think that's who they're trying to shit on.
Well, what are they
trying to protest this symbol of our government?
Whatever they think they're doing, that's what they're doing. And that's what myself
that's
and
how you're
millions
perceiving it.
That's how millions of other people perceive it. The same people that pay the money for them to play their game like they do. That's the whole point. These, if you want to go and make some good somewhere, do something. Leave that alone. That is not the place to do it. That is not the time to make a stand, period. And I'm telling you, I will not waver on that. I will not waver when it comes to that.
How do you feel about the cause that they're trying to bring attention to?
That's just it. I don't think they even know the cause. Well, I think they have.
What's most often cited is the unfair treatment of black people by police officers, law enforcement.
Do you want us to bring those numbers up? You make it sound like black people are just shot by police officers all the time.
Well, you hear a lot of stories about it happening.
Of course you hear, because you never hear the other side of it. That's the whole point.
How do you feel about these officers that have done this in cases where it's pretty straight up uncalled for and they're never disciplined for it?
Well, you say that like it happens all the time.
It's happened.
It doesn't.
For it to happen once is enough of a problem.
Well, Johnny, then what about all the white people that were shot? The whole thing, it's like the whole thing started with like Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter when it comes to a police officer doing something, but it never seems to matter when it's a black killing another black person. That's the problem. Look what happens in Chicago on a daily frickin' basis.
So because criminals do bad things, we shouldn't worry about police officers that do bad things?
See, that's just it, Johnny. I don't understand. And believe me, Johnny, I held myself back because, I can think of one time.
I'm trying to have a civil conversation here. I think we should be able to talk.
You say civil conversation, but there was also a conversation where you screamed into the microphone and said the police are murderers. I almost clipped that to have it on the show, but I didn't.
There are cases, you hear stories about that, and it is infuriating.
Yes, but the whole thing, you're talking about such a minute number. Things happen sometimes. There are bad people everywhere.
And it's not being handled.
It's
not being handled properly.
The times they are handled, you never know about. That's the whole difference. All you know is some microcosm of stuff that happens.
Show me all these times that are being handled properly.
So you're going to force me to do that, and I will. That will be next week's show. I will bring all the stats and show you. How many more white people are killed by police than blacks? Many more, but you never hear about it. You hear about a person that goes into a church and shoots somebody up. If it's the right person shooting up the right church, if it's not, then you don't hear about it. It's sickening. That's the whole thing. It shouldn't have to be. I get so tired of everything having to be.
How does that fix the problem?
No, the problem is, Johnny, is just happens to do. That's what all it starts from. Is the first thing people question, especially on your side of the aisle, is, Well, what color were they? We got to know. And then we'll do our story. No, it doesn't matter. I could care less. I told you a story about people getting on the plane. Did I mention anybody's color? Was it important? No, I didn't, because it was irrelevant.
But
it's totally irrelevant.
If it's irrelevant, it's still a problem when you hear about these stories.
But no, I'm just saying that's the whole thing. I just get
cops are being covered.
I just get tired. I just get tired of stories. White cop, blah blah, black this. There always has to be a preface in there, unless it's the other way around, that it never is reported that way.
But that's what I don't address the issue that I'm trying to discuss here.
The problem is, Johnny, like I said, the issue gets clouded because it's not as much of an issue as you think. You make it sound like it's like people talking about bodies there's bodies in the streets. Yeah, there are bodies in the streets. They're being killed by their own kind. There's lots of bodies in the streets. But where is that outrage? Where is that outrage of that shit going on? That's the whole point. And Mars is still here. I'm shocked.
Well, someone's going to make the coffee.
Yeah. But
you're trying to. I feel like, and you might be fair, you might bring up fair points, but I feel like you're dodging the issue by being like, I don't like the way news reports it, and you know, so it's
that's it. That's the news you live.
An issue, but are they? They're not making up these stories. Maybe you feel like it's not.
Johnny, it's not. The whole thing is you just hear one story told over and over and over and over and over and over. It's like all the people that took pictures of their hands up in the air. Hands up, don't shoot. That never happened.
It did happen.
It did not happen, Johnny. You tell it, Johnny. There was no eyewitnesses that said that happened except for one, the dude that robbed the frickin' place with that guy. Every other eyewitness that was there and watched the shooting, that did not happen. That absolutely did not happen. Read the stories. Read the transcripts. It did not happen. That story is still to this day being told, that he was shot in the back with his hands in the air running away from a police officer. Not true. Attacking a police officer was true. Trying to take his gun was true. That's what I'm saying. That fucking story still gets passed around as if it's true.
Okay, what about... so you're saying there are no stories?
No, I'm not saying there's no stories. The latest story... According, I can't think of where it is. They're saying somebody planted a gun on somebody. I mean, it's just ridiculous that we have to. That's wait. It's like there's a litmus test. Well, it's a white cop and a black person. Well, there you go. I mean, and there's more to it than that.
Where did this attitude or this mentality come from? It came from somewhere.
The mentality come from is I don't know. It just gets. That's the whole thing. It's just the drum beat. It's the drum beat. Boom, boom, boom. There's a problem. There's a problem. Boom, boom.
Where this happened? Are you saying that this is not happening,
Johnny?
At all?
Everything's happened.
Okay.
There have been white cops that have probably shot black people that shouldn't have. There are lots of black cops that have shot white people that shouldn't have. It happens. But you don't hear that part of it.
There are cops shooting people that shouldn't happen, and they're covering up.
But there's also more cops that are protecting lives. That's the point. These are the people that go into some of these shit neighborhoods and actually risk their life every single day for people like that. It's like the people in Dallas. There was police officers killed in Dallas that were there protecting people that were protesting police officers. Think about that. Think about that.
And that should make it all that much more infuriating. But there are some bad cops that are giving good cops a bad name.
No, these were not bad. These were good cops that were killed by people protesting police.
But there are bad cops.
I know, but Job, you're missing the point, though.
And they're giving good cops a bad name.
That part gets pushed aside. Nobody cares. Oh, no. We don't care about that. We got this one thing though. We're going to drum. And I mean, that's the whole point.
Because the good cops, we don't need to fix that. That's not a problem.
But that's just it.
The bad cops need to be fixed. Let's fix the bad cop problem.
But listen to what yourself said. You screamed that cops are murderers. And then I think not all of them, but there's a lot of them though. I mean, you said that. Those were that's because that's how you felt. That was raw energy coming from you at the time. That's the whole point.
And it's because there are bad cops that are giving cops a bad name.
And there's bad everything. There's also bad football players that don't get a fucking clue.
But it's not. And there's not. There's not enough accountability. I think there's not enough accountability in our law enforcement,
I
and
think
cops are covering up for other cops too much.
I think that's probably the way you think it is. Like I said, you're not the one out there doing it. But keep in mind, the numbers don't show that. You make it sound like there's supposedly this big epidemic.
So what percentage is acceptable of that?
Well, here's the percentage that is acceptable. Let me tell you this much: there's not a single time you can ever show me, ever, of a shooting like that had that person shut the fuck up and did what they were told, that they would not be alive today. That's the truth. That's what happened. When it all boils down to it, it makes it sound, oh, black guy, shoot it, boom. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Each time a person's doing something, they've done something to get there. It's just like the NFL. I mean, people in the NFL that are protesting, but your cam is fritzing out, is it? I've pissed my cam is fritzing out. It is. Oh my God, this is awesome. You should see this.
Whose cam?
Wait, on iVlog, it's going freaking crazy.
Oh, okay, all right.
I've pissed my cam off.
We've pissed everyone off.
I've pissed my cam, but we haven't. You know who we
one
haven't?
One of us has pissed off half the audience, and one of us pissed off the other half. So we haven't
pissed off Mars.
But you know what, Dune?
We have not pissed off Mars.
I want to make one thing clear, Dune.
I'm going to start and stop this.
This will be the moment. This will be the moment that we reach through our screens and shake each other's hands and pat each other on the back and go, "You're my bro."
Okay.
And I'm sorry the flag and anthem thing pisses you off so much. I'm certainly not looking to piss you off that.
Well, I know you don't mean to do it, but like I said, it was enough that. Okay. Wow, I've killed it.
You've killed what?
I've killed iVlog.
Oh, iVlog perfect timing. Perfect timing.
iVlog is killed. No.
So
wow.
But Dune, I like being able to talk about these things, and
I don't like getting my blood pressure up. I like coffee.
No, but it's good to understand where the other side's coming from. I mean, you might not agree with me, but do you understand where I'm coming from a little bit from talking about it? Because I understand where you're coming from a bit. And I think that's what we need more of in this country. I think too many people turn away and go, I don't want to touch it. And I get that, because you don't want to
like people don't friend you on Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I have to actually log into Facebook, dude. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Some people, coffee could be a very controversial topic for some people.
It can be.
I might post about folders on my Facebook.
Because I would never say coffee sucks. Ever.
No.
Because I know it would piss me off.
We are united in our love for coffee.
That's right.
No one's taking a knee for coffee.
Yep. Coffee.
That we're not standing for.
Coffee and term limits. We're all good for that.
Like I said on Twitter, vote for me for president and you get a free cheesecake.
Man, it is freaking out. This thing is going nuts.
If Mars runs, I think both me and Dune will vote for him.
Probably would.
Free cheesecake. Yeah. And there'll be toppings centered at every voting station.
As long as you can get me into places cheap.
Yep.
If you're gonna be in the, I want to perk from that somehow. I don't know what. I don't know what
all
it
right.
would be.
Anyways, thank you for indulging me a bit, Dune. Still bros.
Breathe in, breathe out.
We can reach across the aisle.
Breathe in.
We can talk.
Breathe out. So anyway, NHBRadio.com.
Let's not do that again for at least a month.
For all your FU needs. Yeah, for all your
For God's sake, shut up!
Needs.
Yeah, I picked tomorrow. Really crap to unload on that.
Yeah, tomorrow. By the way, Johnny's going to be on.
Yes, tomorrow. Dune is sending me to timeout again.
And Brian, yeah.
At 8 p.m. Eastern, it's timeout with Gators and Brian, and whoever else calls it. And Mars, you around tomorrow?
I'm not quite sure. We shall see.
Alexa will be around though. Huh?
There we go. There we go.
True.
Yeah.
By the way, Mars, good to hear from you. By the way, we don't get enough Mars in our life, in that non-dirty way.
Oh, I see.
In that non-9-year-old kind of way. No, stop. Just. Yeah, that's sorry. It just. That's the best part. If anybody was watching it before and thought, "Wow, this is cool. This is a controversial show," then they heard that part. Oh, we're tuning out. Click. Oh, well. It is. So anyway, tomorrow, and then I think Tuesday.
And then Tuesday Vamp,
Yeah, and then
NHBRadio.com.
Shocker Never. Saturday. It's actually Saturday.
Damon never.
Yeah, Damon. Well, yeah, I'm never sure.
Trey Dog might be coming back this week.
Trey Dog will come back before Damon will.
Trey Dog!
Trey Dog. Wow. All right.
Come here, Trey Dog.
I'll be around tomorrow night.
All right. See you then.
Possibly. No.
You guys.
Good show, Dune.
Take care, man. See you later, Johnny. Mars, be cool, and then hit the button that says click.
Game over, man.
I'm glad that's
Take care, Mars.
Man, that was awful.
Boy, I know. You know what I hated most? What? Everything stunk.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Let's blow this joint.
It's time to blast off for Dreamland. Don't go away mad. Just go away.
Let's call it a day. Everybody, go home.
Good night, lady.
See you later, alligator.
Go in peace, sin no more. I'm out of here.
Now, run along and play with your little toys.
Oh! It just gets worse and worse.
Please come again.
I have exorcised the demon. This house is clear.
Not.
That's all, folks.
We are leaving!
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Boys, shoot the radio.